Okay, picture this. You walk into a fancy development studio and say, "Hey, can you build me a new Tinder?" They'd probably laugh you out of the room, right? After handing you a quote for a few million bucks and telling you to check back in like 6 months. But what if? What if you could do it all by yourself in just 1 hour? And get this, without writing a single line of code. Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're going to break down how one creator pulled this off using, believe it or not, just his voice.
And this slide, wow, it just perfectly captures the insane jump we're talking about here. You've got the old way on one side, half a year, a ton of money, like 10 million rubles, a whole team of people. And then on the other side, you've got what we're looking at today, 1 hour, zero code, and just one person talking to their computer. This isn't just a small step forward, folks. This is a whole new ballgame, a complete paradigm shift.
So let's talk about the challenge itself, because it was pretty wild. The whole idea was to see if it was even possible to build a working dating app from scratch, in real time, just by chatting with an AI. No keyboard, no complicated coding commands. All he used was a microphone and a clear idea of what he wanted. And the goal was super ambitious, but also crystal clear. Make a full-on Tinder clone. We're talking swiping, matching, user profiles, the whole shebang. But here was the most important rule. The big constraint. He was not allowed to write a single line of code. His job was to be the director, not the developer. Okay, so this whole thing is built around a new idea, a philosophy the creator actually calls vibe coding. And I love that name. It's not about getting bogged down in all the technical details. It's about communicating an idea, a feeling, a vibe, to an AI that's smart enough to figure out the rest. So what is vibe coding, really? At its heart, it's all about redefining who does what. The best way to think about it is this. The human is the architect. You're not the one laying bricks or mixing cement, right? You're the one with the blueprint, describing what the final building should look like. The AI, that's your construction crew. It's the builder that takes your vision and handles all the technical stuff to make it happen. And this quote from the creator just nails it. I am the architect, the neural network is my builder. See, the whole mindset shifts. You're not stressing about how to write a specific function or which library to use. Your entire focus is on the final product. What you want to get in the end, what should it look like, how should it feel to you? You might be thinking the toolkit for this must be super complex, right? Nope. It's actually incredibly simple. The whole thing was done in Google's AI Studio using the Gemini 3 Pro AI model. And the only input? A microphone. That's literally it. No crazy software, no complicated setup. Just a person talking directly to a very powerful AI. So how did this all kick off? Well, it started with just a simple conversational prompt. But here's the genius part. He didn't just say, "Build me a Tinder clone." No, he asked the AI to act like an expert prompt engineer itself and come up with the absolute best prompt for the job. Such a smart move, using the AI's own brain to get the ball rolling. And the result? It was unbelievably fast. I mean, think about it. A human developer would still be setting up their project files, installing dependencies. But the AI, it spit out the first working version of the app in about 90 seconds. 90! The creator literally just sat back and watched it all come together. But, and this is super important, that first version, it wasn't great. The creator was really honest about it. He said it looked like, and I quote, "a student's coursework from 2007. Boring." It worked, technically, but it was just blah. But this wasn't a failure, not at all. This was just the starting line for the really cool part. See, this is where the whole vibe coding thing really shines. It's not about the AI magically creating a perfect app on the first go. It's all about the back and forth, the conversation. It's about taking that rough first draft and refining it, piece by piece, just by talking to the AI. And that whole refinement process was just a conversation. He'd say things like, "Make it more modern and stylish." And boom, the design improved. Then, "Generate 20 female profiles with realistic photos and bios." Done. He even had it translate the whole app into Russian and come up with a cool name for it, Iskra, which means spark. And when things were broken, like images not showing up or buttons not working, he just pointed out like a QA tester and tell the AI, "Hey, fix this." What's happening behind the scenes here is just mind-blowing. The AI isn't just spitting out code and hoping for the best. No, it's actually analyzing what it just did, finding its own mistakes, and then debugging itself. The creator watched it happen live. The AI would mess something up, realize it, and then fix its own code. all on its own. And with every new request, the app got more and more complex. He just asked for things. Can users edit their profiles? Done. Make sure all the buttons are clickable. You got it. He even asked it to dream up some premium subscription features, and the AI came up with mock-ups for Iskra Gold and Iskra Platinum. All of these features were added to a working app just by asking. It's incredible. So look, this whole experiment is way more than just a neat tech demo. It's pointing to a massive, fundamental shift in how we make stuff. If writing the code isn't the big hurdle anymore, then what is? What's the new skill that really matters? This table here does a great job of laying it all out. In the past, what made a developer valuable? Writing clean code, fixing syntax errors. But in the future, the creator argues it's about the big picture stuff, making sure the app is secure, making sure it can handle millions of users. And for creators, forget hiring massive, expensive teams. Your job is now to direct the AI, to be the orchestra conductor, and to sell that vision. The number one skill is no longer technical know-how. It's being able to clearly explain what you want. So what are the new valuable skills? They're really human-centric when you think about it. It's about being the visionary, the orchestrator. It's about overseeing the really important stuff like security and scalability. And maybe most crucial of all, it's about getting really, really good at clearly communicating your ideas to these incredibly powerful AI partners. And man, this quote just hits it right on the head. We've reached a point where when we need something, we don't hire a programmer, we create an application ourselves, with our voice, without hands. Think about that. The power to build complex software is shifting. It's moving away from being just for the tech experts and into the hands of anyone who has a good idea. It's a total game changer. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on, doesn't it? For so long, we've all been told, learn to code. That's the key to the future. But what if the computer writes the code now? Our whole focus has to shift. So what's the new essential skill? Is it prompt engineering? Is it storytelling? Is it just being able to explain your vision so perfectly that an AI can bring it to life? The big question is, if the computer writes the code, what will you write?